Tennis transcends mere sport, weaving a rich tapestry of drama where each swing and serve tells a story of human resilience, triumph, and sometimes heartbreak. It's a world where the emotional stakes are as high as the physical ones, captivating fans with moments that linger long after the match ends. This exploration ventures into the heart of tennis, uncovering the poignant moments that define its essence and connect us all. Through victories and defeats, it reveals the profound humanity at the sport's core, inviting us to reflect on the universal experiences of perseverance and passion that resonate beyond the court. The annals of tennis history are rich with matches that have thrilled and moved audiences worldwide. Yet, some of the most memorable are those where victory was so nearly grasped, only to slip away in the final moments, leaving a lasting impact on players and fans alike. One such encounter is the epic Wimbledon final of 2008, where Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal battled under the London sky in what many regard as the greatest tennis match of all time. Federer, the five-time defending champion, faced off against Nadal, his fierce rival, in a grueling five-set marathon that stretched into the twilight. Ultimately, it was Nadal who triumphed, claiming his first Wimbledon title in a match that symbolized the peak of tennis excellence and rivalry. For Federer, the loss was devastating, ending his reign at Wimbledon and marking a poignant moment in his illustrious career. Yet, the match's quality and the sheer emotional weight carried by both players elevated this defeat into something far greater than a simple loss. It became a testament to the beauty of the sport and the respect between two of its greatest competitors. Another heart-wrenching defeat occurred at the 2015 US Open when Serena Williams, on the cusp of completing the first calendar Grand Slam in singles since Steffi Graf in 1988, was unexpectedly upended by Roberta Vinci in the semifinals. Williams, who had dominated the tournament, faced Vinci, a player unseeded and widely expected to succumb to the Americans' power. The shock defeat left the tennis world in disbelief, as Vinci's victory halted one of the most anticipated achievements in tennis history. For Williams, the loss was a moment of profound disappointment, a heartbreaking near miss in her quest for tennis immortality. In the fiercely competitive world of tennis, athletes push their bodies to the limit, often resulting in career-threatening injuries that not only test their physical endurance but also their mental resilience. Among the most poignant examples of such adversity is the saga of Juan Martín del Potro, the Argentine powerhouse whose promising career has been marred by a series of wrist injuries. Del Potro, who stunned the tennis world by winning the US Open in 2009, defeating both Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer, saw his trajectory dramatically altered by recurring wrist problems. Undergoing multiple surgeries, Del Potro's battles with his injuries became a heart-wrenching narrative of talent versus tribulation, as each comeback was met with another setback, challenging his career's continuity and casting shadows over his undeniable potential. Equally tragic is the story of Monica Seles, who was not just on the path to tennis greatness, but had already arrived. In 1993, during a match in Hamburg, a deranged fan stabbed Seles in the back, an attack that transcended the physical injury to impact the psychological fabric of her being. The incident sidelineed Seles for 2 years, derailing her dominance in women's tennis. Though she made a valiant return to win the 1996 Australian Open, the stabbing incident left a permanent scar on her career and robbed the tennis world of one of its most spirited and competitive athletes during her prime. Emotional farewells in tennis often mark the end of illustrious careers, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of fans and players alike. These poignant goodbyes symbolize not just the conclusion of competitive journeys, but the legacy left behind by the sport's greatest ambassadors. One of the most memorable farewells was that of Pete Sampras, who, after a storied career that included 14 Grand Slam titles, chose the 2002 US Open as his swan song. His victory over longtime rival Andre Agassi in the final was a fitting end to a magnificent career. Sampras' departure from the game was an emotional moment for tennis, as fans witnessed the end of an era. The sight of Sampras lifting the US Open trophy for the last time, coupled with his emotional acknowledgement of the crowd's support, encapsulated a career defined by excellence and grace under pressure. Equally touching was Andy Murray's tearful announcement at the 2019 Australian Open, where he hinted at retirement due to a debilitating hip injury. Murray, a three-time Grand Slam champion and the first British male to win a Wimbledon singles title in 77 years, was known for his resilience and fighting spirit. His admission of the pain and the physical toll tennis had taken on his body moved the entire sports community, highlighting the brutal demands of professional tennis. Murray's potential farewell was a stark reminder of the sacrifices athletes make, capturing the vulnerability and human aspect often overshadowed by their on-court personas. Acts of sportsmanship in tennis often shine as brightly as the victories themselves, embodying the spirit of respect and camaraderie that defines the sport. These moments transcend rivalries and competition, showcasing the profound mutual respect and empathy among players. A memorable instance occurred at the 2016 Rio Olympics, where Juan Martín del Potro and Novak Djokovic faced off in an emotionally charged first-round match. After a fierce battle, del Potro emerged victorious, but the moment that captured the world's attention was not the outcome itself. It was the heartfelt embrace shared by the two competitors at the net, with Djokovic moved to tears by his defeat, consoled by del Potro in a genuine display of empathy. This act of sportsmanship highlighted the deep respect between the athletes, transcending the scoreboard to reflect the true spirit of the Olympic Games. Another poignant example of sportsmanship was witnessed during the 2018 Laver Cup, when Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, two of the game's greatest rivals, came together in a display of mutual support. During a critical moment in one of Federer's matches, Nadal was seen fervently coaching and encouraging him from the sidelines. This scene, emblematic of their rivalry-turned friendship, showcased the respect and admiration between the two legends, highlighting how competition can foster deep bonds and respect among athletes. Tennis, like any sport, is not immune to controversy, with certain incidents leaving fans and players alike in a state of shock and disappointment. These moments, often laden with emotion, can lead to heartbreak, casting long shadows over careers and tournaments. One of the most jarring incidents occurred at the 2020 US Open, when Novak Djokovic, the world #1 and favorite to win the tournament, was disqualified for unintentionally hitting a line judge with a ball. The incident, which took place during his fourth-round match, saw Djokovic strike a ball in frustration without looking, only for it to hit a line judge. The immediate disqualification, while adhering to the rules, sparked widespread debate and heartbreak for Djokovic and his fans. It was a stark reminder of the thin line between momentary frustration and significant consequence, highlighting the intense pressures at the pinnacle of the sport. Equally controversial was the case surrounding match-fixing allegations that have occasionally marred the sport. One notable instance involved whispers and rumors implicating players at various levels, casting a shadow over the integrity of tennis. While specific names and incidents remain shielded by ongoing investigations and the sensitivity of the accusations, the mere suggestion of impropriety can tarnish reputations and undermine the sport's spirit. For the players implicated, whether innocent or guilty, the emotional toll and the stain on their careers can be a source of profound heartbreak, affecting their legacy and relationship with the sport they love. In conclusion, the heart-wrenching moments of tennis highlight the complex beauty of the sport, revealing an emotional depth that goes far beyond wins and losses. These moments, whether marked by poignant farewells, historic defeats, devastating injuries, or acts of exceptional sportsmanship, showcase resilience, courage, and the human spirit. They remind us that tennis, in all its glory and challenges, mirrors life itself, offering lessons in perseverance, determination, and the strength of community spirit that unites players and fans around the world.